Hello and welcome to the channel where sweat and pixels collide. So basically in this game I'm covering PowerbeatsVR. The map editor, I created these custom levels based on what I can do and what I cannot do. And the reason why I keep bringing this game up is because of how quickly you can create levels. And it involves just creating patterns and then copying and pasting. It just makes it a lot quicker. There is other games that come with level editors that are, and I don't mean this in any way to disrespect the company. It's a lot, they're simple to use, but what this game does is it creates, you can copy certain patterns and then paste them in another down the line, later on in the song. It makes it a lot quicker to create levels because yeah, there is games out there that have a level editor and it's pretty simple to use, but it still takes a lot of time to create the levels and it kind of takes away from your workout time. And in this game I did about 4 or 5 songs and it took me a couple of days to create all these songs. And that really helps. It saves a lot of time and I can actually just jump into the game and start playing these levels. So it makes it a lot simpler, makes it more time efficient, and you can focus more on actually working out. Plus you can just make it to your liking. This game does come with a level generator where you can just take your own MP3s and it'll auto generate a level, which is cool, but after a while it's kind of bland because it feels like every level is the same basically. Not saying it's doing a bad job, but it creates levels like all of them are the same, and that's fine because you're listening to songs that you like, and it kind of makes it kind of makes the whole routine go a lot quicker. But at the same time, after a while it just becomes boring and bland. So it's actually good to just jump in there and create your own levels. And this game's map editor, it makes it a lot, it makes it a quicker process because you can just copy patterns, paste them over, and not have to create everything one line at a time. So that's the main reason why I like this level editor. It's just a lot. It makes things go quicker, basically. So I did like 4 or 5 songs here, and as you can see here, I'm just creating them for my, for my liking. And let's say here, I'm creating levels where I have to punch up high and to the right or to the left. I feel like in real life I don't do like a lot of reaching, so I feel like this helps out in that aspect. And here I'm just doing a bunch of uppercuts, dodging right and dodging left. I'm trying to add more movement because I've noticed that even though you're in the game, it kind of feels like you're a badass, you're doing a good job. But I don't know if many of you out there actually record yourself doing some of these routines, but it doesn't, it looks like you're barely moving basically. So movement was like a big thing for me. I want to make sure I'm covering all aspects of my workout. And it's kind of weird. I mean, I don't know how to describe this, but there are some cases where, like, let's say I'm playing FitXR, it feels like I'm doing everything properly. It feels like I'm doing my uppercuts properly, or the jabs. But then you look at yourself and it's like, what's going on here? I'm barely moving. And I kind of want to go beyond that. And that's the reason why I feel like creating your own levels to your liking is a huge benefit. As you can see here, I'm just doing uppercuts, 2 on each side, and here I try to kind of make it look, you know, I'm squatting, going up, squatting, going up, stretching my hands out. I try to make it so that it looks like I'm doing a jumping jack, basically, kind of. Well, with my hand movements, I'm doing a jumping jack. And in this instance here, I'm doing a square, as you can see. I was trying to mimic FitXR. Some of the HIIT exercises, it has you doing like a square, and then here I'm just kind of doing a straight line up on the top. Perfect. And in this one I'm doing an X. So I'm going from the bottom corner, bottom left corner, to the upper right, and then vice versa. So I'm trying to mimic as many games as possible. Down the line, I think it's on the last level, I try to mimic some of the things you can do in Les Mills Body Combat. And I'm not trying to replace the game. I just want to be able to do some of these things more often. So here on this one, it's basically just a straight line from left to right, back and forth. And some of the music I chose, this is a straight line up and down from left to right. I mean, it's hard to tell, but that's basically what it is here. That's a straight line up and down and to the right, and then I shift to the left, as you can see. And having more control over that is I think it's good. And then this is a move that I like doing on FitXR, punching 2 objects, either on the left or the right, and then doing an uppercut on the opposite direction. I've always liked that. There's a level, and I wish I remember which one it was, in FitXR that does this, and I'm just replicating that. And then here, I'm punching upwards in the opposite direction. And like I said, I have a hard time in real life because I'm a lot older. I'm 50 years old. I have a hard time. I feel like I don't do a lot of reaching, and this helps with that. Ready. And I use a lot of custom maps. These are maps that like this one here, the one you're seeing now. I made this in Blender 3D, and it's an image here, because basically I rendered it into an image, and then I saved it, and I saved it as a 360 background, so I can use this in a Box VR. Not Box VR, the PowerbeatsVR. So when I started doing my own custom environments, it kind of brought me back into the game. Perfect. And then I decided to go back into the level editor to create new levels. And I started to, try to do a little bit of everything. For instance, here, I'm just punching in opposite directions of where I see the objects. I feel like not enough games do this, where you would see an object come on the right side, but you have to punch it with your left hand. Not many games do that. And then on this section here, I'm leaning towards the side, either left or right, and then punching those objects. And in this section here, I'm just reaching out upwards to those. And here I'm just crouching and hitting the objects above. Every now and then, punch, dodge, punch, dodge. I kind of feel like I don't do that enough in real life. I want to be able to move a lot quicker, react to things a lot quicker. So this definitely helps. And in this section, I'm weaving left and right. And here, I'm just doing a straight line out above. Then I have to just dodge objects here. You can see my wacky movement on there. But I feel like this helps. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I feel like I don't move around a lot. So that's like my main goal. Your main goal might be different than mine, but that's the reason why it's a good idea to just kind of create your own custom levels, but you want to do it in a way where it's really time efficient. It doesn't take up too much time of your workout time. Because yeah, there's been times where I've created a level for a specific game, but it takes a long time, and it kind of, digs into your workout time. I don't try to mimic everything or try to time it to the beat of the music. That's not very important. It's probably important for games like Beat Saber, obviously. But for this game, I don't feel like it matters too much. You just gotta create your own stuff. And on this level here, I'm doing hammer downs and then side punches. I had to kind of slow things down a little bit, change beats per minute, so that I can time everything exactly to mimic, side punches or downward hammer shots. And it really helps a lot. And then here, I'm just doing corner shots. I try to mimic Les Mills here as well. And I'm doing a lot of reaching, which I don't do a lot in real life. That's all I got in this video. I just kind of wanted to go over everything.